What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Lake Julian Disc Golf Course, and it's not too breezy, a little bit of wind. We're gonna start off on the one hole that you probably should never start on, and that's the one throwing this big long fairway with the lake down the entire left side. And while this may not be the best idea, and I only have one of these discs, we're testing out the Eagle L versus the Apex Swirl, I think? Grackle. Mint Discs Grackle. Let's see how Neutron compares to Color Glow Champion. So 7.5 -1.2 versus 7.5 -1.2, and it's Apex Swirl or Apex, but it's Neutron or Cosmic Neutron. The Cosmic Neutron Grackles all had a slightly higher parting line than the just normal stock Apex or Neutron Grackles. So we'll see how these two compare against each other. The wind is picking up now, and it's off the left side, so theoretically it should be able to keep us in the fairway, keep us up there. We're going Eagle L first. Perfection is what that is. That disc is amazing. Let's see how the Grackle compares to that. Okay. It's not in the water. It is a little bit more stable. And I have thrown that Eagle L for a little while now, so it is starting to get a tiny bit flippier than it had been. But it is Champion Color Glow, so it's like, not gonna beat up very fast. The Neutron beats in faster than Proton does, but it's brand new. So we'll see how it handles. The main thing I'm looking at here is the Grackle a copy and paste mold, or do you have to kind of figure out the plastics and figure out the weight to make it equal the Eagle L? Because the Eagle L, while amazing, the mold was run for the first time this year, for the first time in 10 years. So the Eagle L is amazing. Once those all beat up, what do I stick here, and will the Grackle work? That's what I'm working with. The wind is very swirly right now. It was blowing off of that direction, and now it's a straight headwind. I don't know. We'll see what the Eagle can do. The Eagle does take the first point. The Grackle is a really nice stability. That one, the Cosmic Neutron Grackle might have more of a chance for the stable Eagle, and I think Neutron might be more akin to this. But I do like how that one flies. I just haven't figured it out yet. Oh no, I yanked it. Well, that's easily beatable. But how well can we make this Grackle fly? Also, the swirls on this disc are so pretty. Or just Eagle, not Eagle L, more like Eagle X mold. It doesn't have the nose speed, but that slightly higher parting line and the slightly stiffer neutron plastic or cosmic neutron. Slightly stiffer than neutron. I had a nice little flip up, but I think it is a different slot. I think maybe base neutron might be a touch more understable. Base cosmic neutron might be a little bit more overstable. Just based off of parting lines, that's what I'm thinking. Based off of flight, I don't know, because I only have one grackle. It's a headwind every hole. I don't know what's happening. It was a headwind over there, and now it's a headwind right here, and it's blistering. Grackle with its first point. So grackle 1 equal L1. Let's see how this grackle handles a blistering headwind. Yeah, it does have some stability to it that I wasn't necessarily giving it credit for. This one doesn't seem to have that, because to get that same shot, I have to hyzer flip it. But to get that same shot with an eagle, that may be just, maybe we'll stick both back in the bag, eagle L and the grackle. Something to think about as I continue to move on from this hole. Yeah. I'm gonna have to really look when I pick them up here in just a second at the domes, because I think the eagle's going further. I think the eagle L might have a higher glide. Again, based off of your grackle, this one appears to be one of the more overstable ones. I love that eagle though. It's so good. It's like the perfect crave. Maybe that grackle is, yeah, we're gonna keep throwing. I'm not gonna make any conclusions just yet, but the eagle is at 2, grackle with just 1. So as this begins to beat in, it becomes perfect, but if it beats up too much, it will not be stable enough. So do I stick this in? Because I don't really have anything right now in the more overstable, like true fairway. I have a PD, and then I have an eagle, or an eagle L. Do I need something a little bit more stable for in between distances, in between a mid-range and a PD? Maybe I do stick both in the bag. Let's see how far up this fairway we can get. It's gonna sound repetitive, but it's now a headwind. Again, I don't know how this keeps happening. I'm watching the waves go that way, but I feel the wind in my face. Oh, I pulled it. I pulled it. That is beatable. Hey, it stayed safe. It's not OB across the street. So, it's just kind of a wash, but grackle gets its second point. So 2-2. Let us see. Because I can play that hole. Maybe that hole. We'll see if the wind continues to switch directions on us, because that may determine which holes we can play for the best results. We do need a little bit of a turnover on this shot. So I think I'm gonna have to manufacture it on the grackle to get it to hold the turnover. I think it needs to be placed on anhyzer. If I hit the eagle just right, I can get it to hold a turnover from a hyzer. These have to be really good. Yeah, that's a really good eagle replacement. Not eagle out, eagle replacement. And it's probably really good news for mint discs, because you had the alpha but that's an 8-speed and it's a 0.2. This actually gives you something that out of the box has a little bit more drift and play out of it than you get out of the Alpha. Too much hyzer. That's fine. I am going to give this shot actually to the Grackle, believe it or not, because while the Eagle may have gone further, I was trying to throw a turnover shot and the Grackle did drift. The Eagle was thrown on too much hyzer, a little bit too nose up, and it just flipped up to flat. So based off of the drifting of this shot, theoretically the Eagle is more understable, but the Grackle drifted more on the shot. So point for the Grackle. So based off of throwing both of these a couple of different times, the Eagle L is still amazing and haven't found a good replacement for it, so it is going back in the bag. And I don't really have a slot open right there for this, but the Grackle is also going in the bag. I have a little bit of empty space, a little bit of wiggle room. So we're gonna go back to having a stable 7-speed, not an overstable, not super beefy, just something that I can rely on, that maybe if the wind picks up and the Eagle might be flipping over a little bit too much, we'll go for the Grackle. These two are very complementary. They're not copy and paste. And again, based off of your particular Grackle, this one is the Apex Swirl, essentially Cosmic Neutron. Based off of your Grackle, these are very complementary. So I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun throwing both of these and figuring out if this one just needs a little bit of wear and tear to get to this point, or if it stays kind of here for a little while. Let's go ahead and give it a couple last rips. The Grackle has the box. Let's see if we can make it to the poles. Oh, close. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoy content like this. If so, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, then make sure to comment all of that down below. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps you guys out with your subscriber-only giveaways. Definitely helps me out as well. And I know it costs a little bit of money, but if you were to join the memberships, there is a 1 free giveaway disc for all the members a month. So check that out as well. Until next time, see you out on the course.